What if I told you that in the breathtaking valleys of Kashmir, there's an art form that's so much more than just thread and patterns, that it actually tells the story of paradise on earth? Well, today, we're going to unravel the incredible history of Kashida, an embroidery that literally stitches the soul of its homeland into every single design. I mean, just look at this. This is not just some pretty pattern. This is a living, breathing reflection of where it comes from. Every color, every single shape you see is drawn right from the stunning landscapes of the Kashmir Valley. It's an art form that really truly captures the feeling of a place that people call paradise on earth. So where did this absolutely intricate craft even come from? Well, to really get it, to understand Kashida, we need to pull on a thread that takes us way, way back, centuries ago, to the very start of it all. Okay, so on paper, the official definition is a traditional hand embroidery, but the real magic, the part that gets me, is in that last detail. Its designs reflect the region's natural beauty. Think about that for a sec. This isn't just decoration. It's a whole visual language, a way of weaving the very soul of a place into fabric. Now, an art form this refined, this beautiful, doesn't just pop up out of nowhere, right? It usually needs a champion, a patron. And for Kashida, that support came from the very top. So our story takes us all the way back to the 15th century. This was a huge moment in time. It's when Kashida Kari, that's the art of Kashida, was formally introduced. This was the beginning of a legacy that's been stitched into history for, get this, over 600 years. And this is where the story really gets going. The ruler of Kashmir back then, Sultan Zainal Abidin, was a massive patron of the arts, and he did something just incredible. He invited master weavers all the way from Persia and Turkestan to come to Kashmir. These artisans brought with them all these new techniques that totally transformed Kashida into the world-renowned craft it is today. So while the techniques might have been influenced by Central Asia, the heart and soul of Kashida, that came directly from the artisans' own backyards. The truest inspiration was always the natural world right outside their door, and you can see it in every single stitch. This is where Kashida just comes alive. The artisans weren't just stitching random patterns. They were basically storytellers, carefully looking at the world around them and translating it into thread. Every single piece is like a miniature landscape, from the tiniest leaf to the most colorful bird. And the library of motifs is just so rich. You've got birds like the super vibrant kingfisher, fruits like almonds and cherries, and of course, flowers everywhere, from the famous lotus to delicate blossoms, and even the twisting shapes of creepers and maple leaves. It's a whole ecosystem in thread. Okay, so we've got the inspiration down, but what about the nuts and bolts? I mean, what are these incredible textiles actually made of? The materials are just as important as the design, for sure. The base fabric is often a warm wool or a soft cotton, but the real magic happens with the threads. Just imagine, luxurious silk embroidery on a wool base or the texture of wool stitches on a silk-wool blend. It's all about creating this stunning contrast in how it looks and feels. And here it is, the secret to Kashida's unique elegance. You might think these super intricate designs are made with tons of different stitches, but what makes this so special is that it's often created with a single, continuous thread. This is what gives the embroidery its signature flat, graceful look. It's not about building up layers of thread, it's about the beautiful, unbroken journey of one single line. So that brings us to the artisans themselves, the people who spend countless hours creating all this beauty. And this is where we find what is maybe the most surprising fact about this craft's tradition. Yep, you heard that right. In a world where embroidery is so often seen as a female craft, Kashida just breaks the mold. Historically and traditionally, this intricate art has been practiced by the men of Kashmir. It's a powerful skill, a legacy passed down from father to son through the generations. And believe me, this is so much more than a hobby. Kashida is the lifeblood for a lot of communities. It's a vital commercial craft that supports all these cottage industries across the region, most famously on the world-renowned Kashmiri shawls. It's just this beautiful example of art, heritage, and livelihood all woven together. So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, in our world of fast fashion and digital everything, here's a 600-year-old craft that is still telling nature's story one stitch at a time. It really makes you wonder, right? In an age of trends that come and go in a flash, what makes an art form truly timeless? Something to think about.